Taking my virus and drawing my battle lines.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside King Track and Field Stadium. We have a very exciting game for you today and some senior day activities, so stick around and we'll be here for those.
Indianapolis and work as a nurse. One of her favorite memories of the team is when some of the team went to Ghana for a service trip. Thank you, Jordan. Next, we have Trinity Burden, escorted by Robbie and Christy Burden. Trinity is a nursing major and plans to work full-time as a bilingual nurse in Indianapolis. Her favorite memory is getting to play college soccer with her youngest sister, and what she loves most about the team is that we always build each other up and we're supportive on the field no matter what the score was. Thank you, Trinity. Next, we have Laura Casado, escorted by Sebastian. Laura is a public relations and graphic design student. After graduation, she stayed in the U.S. and worked and hopes to eventually get her master's and travel. Laura's favorite memory is getting to so many pretty sunrises and sunsets with everyone. Thank you, Laura. Next, we have Katie Dorsey, escorted by Lisa and Greg Dorsey. Katie is a film production major, and after graduation is planning to stay in Fort Wayne area and apply for different film companies. Katie's favorite memory is doing Zumba during preseason. Thank you, Katie. Next, we have Alessandra Levy, escorted by Ramona Dow. Sandra is a double major in international studies with a minor in English and second language. After graduation, Sandra plans on getting an MBA through Huntington University. What Sandra loves most about the team is how supportive everyone is. She said, "I'll never forget when I tore my ACL, and many of the soft girls took turns spending the night with me and taking care of me during one of the hardest seasons of my life." Thank you, Sandra. Next, we have Madison Spitter, escorted by Derek and Washington. Maddie is a psychology major, and after graduation, is going to get married this summer and pursue speech and language pathology. Maddie says what she loves most about the team is how we all come together for one season, spend every day together, go through ups and downs together, yet we never fail to smile and laugh. Soccer is selfish and struggle sometimes, but my teammates make it worth it. And I am so thankful for my 4 years and the opportunities I had in friendship and the impact each of my teammates had made on me. I love this team, from our new freshmen to the girls who have been through it all with me for 4 years. Thank you guys for yet another fun and enjoyable season. Thank you, Maddie. Next, we have Cassidy Bayla, escorted by Mom, Dad, and her brother. Cass is a nursing major, and after graduation, she plans to work, labor, and delivery as an RN. Her favorite memory is when some of the team went dumpster diving at Krispy Kreme and got a bunch of donuts. Thank you, Cass. Our last senior for the day is Katie Sell, escorted by teammates Jordan Adams and Warren Schneider. Katie is a BMA film production student and plans to work on cinematography here in the U.S. or back home in Canada. Katie's favorite memory was going to Ghana with some of her teammates and RONWOC in the L2 lounge. Thank you, Katie. The HU Women's Soccer team would like to thank all the seniors for their time on and off the field with the team. We love you all and are praying for your future.
So powder puff football is 2 teams divided up by floors, and then they all have flags, so it's just a flag football game. And so we have the 2 end zones, and it's just like a regular game. We usually play 2 20-minute halves, and it's just a good time for everybody to get some football in, since we don't have a football team here as a sport.
Let's go, Flash! Oh, snap!
Powder puff to me is something that actually opened me up at Huntington.
And for me, just as a freshman, obviously, like I get to know all the different girls on my floor, and we all grow closer together.
Powder puff just means a lot of unity between the girls on the floor, and just provided a lot of good fun between all the other girls on campus as well.
Powder puff means to me, it just signifies some of the best times that you're going to have during homecoming weekend.
I am Dr. Fred Miller. I am the Department Chair of Kinesiology and also an exercise science professor at Huntington University. Huntington University is unique as far as they get a lot of one-on-one attention from the professor. You know, helping them learn the information or helping them administer a test, whereas some universities, you don't get that one-on-one from the professors. One of our themes focuses is on being a Christian and trying to be a good role model for others. We're here, we really care about the student and want to see that student succeed, not just preparing them for their future career, but also we want to prepare them to be a servant for God. Huntington University, we have a lot of equipment that students will get an opportunity to use and experience. Some of the equipment we have include a bod pod, which is very famous. We also have other interesting equipment that students will get to use. That equipment include a VO2 max, a metabolic cart system. There's also a lot of equipment including other health measures. Students will get plenty of opportunity to learn how to use all this equipment, and they will get administering it to other students. Oftentimes students who get an undergraduate degree in exercise science will go on to physical therapy school, or even they will go on to physician assistant school. And then also another common career path for students is to become a strength conditioning specialist and mainly work with athletes. Exercise science is a degree where students will gain a lot of knowledge about health, but having someone that has the knowledge and experience to help an individual to get fit, to get healthy is important. And students at Huntington University, they learn about knowledge that's credible and that's important for students to have so they can help these individuals.
Home run for right fielder Adrian Perez.
Perez started playing baseball at a young age where he fell in love with the sport. Then, when he made it to high school, everything changed.
When I was a junior, this guy saw me in Florida playing, and he asked me if I want to stay in Florida for better education and find like a scholarship or something in the USA.
This was an offer that Perez and his parents didn't see coming. But there was another curveball on its way.
In that year, my mom got cancer. When that happened, she talked to me and said, do you dream? Like go follow your dream. I'm gonna be fine.
So he listened to his mom and started playing for the Iowa Lake Community College Lakers in 2015. That's when he earned the nickname Big Shot. But in the midst of his great success with the Lakers,
I hurt my hamstring in a scout day in Iowa Lakes.
Perez returned to Puerto Rico for therapy in December 2017. After weeks of therapy, he walked his mom through her final days.
My mom passed away after 2 years.
To honor his mother and follow their dreams of going pro, Perez returned back to the U.S.
At that point, I got hurt and all the school again is NAIA, but I don't want to talk to nobody. And that frame, Coach Frenson, he called me over and over and over. But all the school, the NAIA just sent me over. He was the only one he want to talk to me. So I told him, I can't play baseball right now. I'm just trying to rehab and everything. I said, he don't matter. I'm going to give you a good offer so you can come to Huntington University and play here, and we're going to take care about the hamstring and everything. He offered me the offer, and I didn't even call my dad. I said, okay.
So Perez and the Forsters made it official.
I signed, called my dad, tell me I think I made the right decision.
While at HU, Perez remembers that he's almost 9 hours away from his family.
The adversity just helped me go through everything in that point. My dad always watching me in the TV, so when I go to him, I make a sign, so he know he know I just want to play for them.
Let's go! Bobby! Bobby! Up!
Here in Huntington University's film program, we offer a one-of-a-kind experience. You'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and the opportunity to gain practical experience on set. But what really sets us apart from other universities? While the films that we make are important to us, we give special attention to how we make them. In our film program, we understand the process behind making a film is just as important as the finished product you see on screen. And how we treat one another on set has a big impact. Which is why our program is part of the Kinema Commonwealth, a group of filmmakers dedicated to creating an environment of mutual respect that values individual artists over the bottom line. Our goal is to create excellent works of cinematic art and storytelling that both entertain and turn those involved into better people. We hold to 3 community values that make up the Kinema Manifesto. The first is respect for the individual, in which the time, energy, resources, and personal well-being of the artist are shown full respect. Artists are not just used for their talents, but embraced as collaborators. The second is respect for the community, where the natural environment, the local community, and the audience are all treated with the utmost care and respect. Filmmaking impacts not only the filmmakers, but those around us too. The third is respect for the art, because each filmmaker should be given artistic freedom to work creatively and to the best of their ability, while remembering that we are all working towards the same story. We believe that by living out these community values daily, the resulting projects will be works of passion, infused with the artistic voices of all the filmmakers. Our hope is that our students will not only practice these values during their 4 years here, but that they will take them into the professional industry and over time, revolutionize the way films are made in the United States and the rest of the world. We are striving to create leaders who pursue excellence in their craft while showing love and respect to those around them.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside King Track and Field Stadium, and happy Senior Day. I'm Carson Watkins, joined by Abdul Kamara, and today we got a matchup between the 6-2 and 2 Indiana Wesleyan University Wildcats and the 1-8-1 Huntington Foresters. Foresters, Abdul, finally got that first win of the season. It long eluded them. They got a win when they landed the Pilots 4-0. Goals coming from Jordan Adam, Avery Gregg, Ashlyn Patrick, and Courtney McCown. So this team knows what it's like to win now, and especially on Senior Day, it's going to be very crucial for them to play well today.
As you're not lying there, you're not lying there. I mean, the Foresters are on a great turn up here. You know, once they got that last win, it's about keeping the momentum, Carson.
100%. And today, we got to focus. This Indiana Wesleyan defense is going to have to focus on Jordan Adams. She will be the X factor today. Right now, she's leading the team on goals and shots on goal. She's racked up 10 shots on goal and was able to get... and so we're going to have to watch out for her. The Foresters did fall in their next game to the Taylor Trojans, and they lost 4-0. They were only able to get one shot on goal. So a strong offensive attack is going to be important for this Forester offense.
Yeah.
But that's also a good... that win over the Pilots was a great testament to the two goalkeepers we have on this team, and Moan, Voss, and Haar. They've been playing quite well. Mostly Maddie Moan and Riley Voss have been sharing time, and right now they ranked 4th overall in Division I in total saves with 87 on the year. Maddie Moan ranks 27th with 39 saves, and Riley Voss for 37. So this defense is gonna... You don't exactly want so many shots on goal where you're almost leading in goals scored on and shots on goal, but it still is a testament to these two great keepers.
You're not lying.
And another interesting thing with that one win, ironically enough, that put them in the 8th seed, Abdul. So right now they are looking at a playoff spot if they can keep this momentum up, like you said. But this is going to be an incredibly tough Indiana Wesleyan team to face today. As of right now, as of today, the Wildcats have accounted for 5 shutouts on the year, blanked 5 different teams, held their own with Marion, who's the number 2 team in the country. So but the Wildcats are on a 2-game losing streak, so we're going to have to watch out for that. And we'll be back here momentarily on FDN Sports for kickoff. And welcome back inside King Track and Field Stadium. As the Foresters head to the field, the Wildcats will engage in a moment of prayer. And like I said, right before the break of duel, I said those 5 shutouts. So what do you think that the Foresters are going to have to do to get past this obviously tough Wildcat defense?
They're going to have to know their wits about themselves, Carson. I think they're going to have to understand the game, play a smooth game, and trust each other, communicate, you know. Don't rush into anything. Play chess, not checkers.
You're absolutely right. And this Wildcats, as I said, Maddie Moan and Riley Voss are 2 of the best goalkeepers in the country. But this is a high-powered offense. The Wildcats have accounted for 19 goals on the season, along with those 5 shutouts. And the Foresters are going to have to focus on Sydney Brown for the Wildcats. Right now, she has 6 goals and 3 assists on the year, so she's obviously a great striker who knows how to get to the back of the net and assist her team. And one more, Emily Carter is another great asset to this team for the Wildcats. She has 3 game winners, so if this gets down to the last moment, you're going to have to watch out for her because she knows how to play in the clutch.
Sounds to me, Carson, yeah, some dead-eye shooters in this league right here, on this teams. And I'm looking forward to see what they can do tonight.
And keeper Hope Stacker, 16th in total saves and with 48 on the season. And we are off here on senior day of duel. Foresters playing a good strategy so far. Keeping it near the box. Wildcats not letting up as the Foresters kick that one away.
As they shouldn't. You know, Wildcats, of course, are going to come into this game with force, with strength, with power. They're rushing in. They're not going to slow it down.
Sometimes you see teams just kind of hold back. Like, okay, if they're going to kick it around there, we'll stay back and wait for the right one with the strike. The Wildcats just kind of came out swinging, and now the Foresters might have put themselves in a bad position by giving the ball to the Wildcats in their territory.
Yeah, that's a good point there. I mean, you know, they're not called the Wildcats for no reason.
And that'll be a throw-in for the Wildcats. This throw-in coming, it's going to come in there, headed away. Foresters might be able to gain possession. That one will be kicked away by Kruger, and that'll be scooped up by Voss. Voss is going to have to kick this one away. She punts it off, sends it to about center field, almost intercepted there by Spaltman. Spaltman kicks it off, moving the ball around here, kicks back to Spaltman, moves back to the defensive line. Jordan Adam on a chase. Kick the ball away. Jordan Adam has this one, tries to get a tap on it, can't quite get that. That was intercepted by Bowden. Now carrying the ball, we have Colin with the ball. She sends that one up to Spaltman. And now the Wildcats on the right side of the pitch, moving the ball to the field quite well. And the Wildcats have about a one-on-one, gets through the Forester defense. Voss is going to be able to take this one. Slips a little bit, but stays on her feet.
You know, it's a little snippy.
A little snippy, yes. But we actually, for those who live in the area would know, we did have a little bit of rain well, I guess a little bit's kind of, it stormed for a little bit last night.
Definitely did.
And so with 2 games today, plus the rain from last night, it's going to be really interesting how these teams have to deal with that. Styler with this throw and sends it directly into Schmidt. Schmidt has this one. She gets a beautiful tap in there. Voss got to take that one and an easy save right into the bread basket.
I call it a beautiful save there, Carson. I mean, great way to be aware and prepared for that shot.
You saw her eyes track the ball down, and she knew exactly that she had to scoop that one into her bread basket. Adam has this one, tries to get a touch around the defense, can't quite get there. Now the Wildcats are moving the ball up, but it is intercepted.
Wildcats playing an expanded offense. I love it. You know, they're having to be everywhere at everywhere they can be.
Only as Voss takes this one and gets sliced away from her, but that will be a corner kick, it looks like. That's one thing. You did mention how they're playing such a high-powered offense. Only one defender, Jordan Adam, is back there, I think with Spaltman right now. They're back there at about midfield by themselves with another 10 Wildcats in the box right now. So they're not too focused on watching for Jordan Adam, which that could give Jordan Adam a golden opportunity if it comes, but the Foresters also be careful. Wildcats run some kind of trickery here. They're not going to launch it in. It's going to be a short pass there to the edge of the box. They're going to punt this one in way to the right of the box. Not a good read on it, and it looks like that one will sail out of bounds for a Forester throw-in.
I could see the imagining of the Wildcats there. They did a great job. I saw the shot that they wanted to get, but the execution was
I saw that short kick, and I saw all the open lane ahead of the box, and I thought something might have happened as McCown goes on a run here. That one's going to be kicked back to the defense. They now have 2 defenders back there. Still moving the ball around, though. That one kicked up. Gregory takes...
And, of course, they take it here.
Jagir takes this one. It's going to be moved up, intercepted once again by the Wildcats. Tries to keep that one in bounds. That'll be a Forester throw-in prime territory. Moved up here. Little misbounce there by McCown. That one will head out of bounds again. Throw-in coming here right near the box. Long throw-in. Forester's just on the outside of the box. Got to be careful. This isn't one you want to play it back to the defense. You got to try to charge the box here. I think one thing, Abdul, you know, I know a handful of people tuned in for the senior day activities, and I don't know if I'm just an emotional guy by nature, but you know, it's something that, you know, you realize after 4 years here, maybe like a few less for a transfer, but the amount of time that you spent on this field for early morning practices, games, and everything in between, it really must be bittersweet to have to say this is my last game on this field.
I mean, you could slightly have that emotion, but definitely bittersweet is the best way to describe it, I'd say, because, you know, you never want it to be a last, but you are excited that, wow, like, you're leaving something behind.
Yeah, I agree with you. And now the Wildcats forced to try to get a pass off, not quite there, intercepted. Wildcats still in control of this one, moving the ball around. That one's going to sail to the outside.
Though I'll say, you know, regardless that even though the Foresters are, you know, playing a great defense. I mean, excuse me, the Wildcats are playing a great offense. The Foresters they're keeping up a good defense, I got to say.
They are keeping up a great defense. I agree with you. And and I think, you know, Voss with already 2 saves on the day. Throw in here, kicked around, tries to get a side kick there. Lots of Foresters there. Gonna charge this one, kick back, about an open lane, kicks it to the right side, left side of the pitch. Moved around here, that's Colin with this one. She sends that one back into Steyer, and they're gonna move this one back to the defense.
Forester did, Wildcats did a great job there.
Wildcats did. I just mentioned just a little bit ago how it was only one defender back there. Jordan Adams had to go up and start playing some defense and was not there to take that pass. So the Wildcats got an opportunity, but now the Foresters have a throw-in opportunity. Throw-in, that's a long throw-in there, way across field. And the Wildcats get a foot on it yet again. Sails out of bounds for another Wildcat throw-in. We've seen the ladies play to the sides of the pitch almost this entire year, which is a lot of throw-ins. They're going to have to try to start moving the ball towards the middle of the field to you know, keep the tempo of the game up. When you send the ball out of bounds, you give the teams a chance to reset, look at what they need to do, and attempt to have a better plan than just moving down the field when you could give them a chance for a throw-in. But a throw-in is coming here for the Foresters yet again. Throw in here, McCown takes that one. Off for Chaz, the Wildcats sail that one out of bounds. That was off the foot of Bowden. Foresters wasting no time on the throw-in. This is an incredibly up-tempo game, something we haven't seen from the Lady Foresters yet this year, Abdul.
At all.
I think they're just going to have, I think the main reason for their up-tempo game today is the pressure the Wildcats are putting on here early. Throw-in coming here, a short one. Going to be moved. Good hit there at the long ball into the box, headed away, and Voss is there for yet another save and another great, beautiful read by her.
Yeah, you're not lying there. Voss has come close. The Wildcats seem to be knocking on the door of the Lady Foresters here. So,
third shot on goal for the Wildcats today. That one's headed up. It's going back to Jagir. And McCown has this one. That one heads over to Jagir. McCown and Jagir were 2 of the 4 Foresters to get goals against the Pilots, and they're looking, especially Jagir on her senior day, looking to grab one more goal here on King. Moved around, Jordan Adam on the chase with lots of speed. Jordan Adam also one of the seniors today. Moved up here. Here's Bowden with this one. And another throw-in, long throw-in. And I guess a little bit of confusion. I think the Wildcats might have thought it was a throw-in. It was actually a Forester throw-in. Now the Foresters are going to take this one and are getting reset. Foresters have a little bit of a clump on the right side. Burdick is on the left side though. Could potentially go to her. Moving the ball around. Wildcats intercept this one. In 10 minutes, about 9 minutes have already gone by, Abdul, and like we said, this is 3 shots on goal for the Wildcats, and the Foresters have barely been outside their box. A testament to the Forester defense, where the Foresters definitely want to attempt to push the ball up and get some shots on goal themselves.
You're not lying here, Carson. It's Foresters. They had to up their attack. I mean, Wildcats are coming in strong. They're coming in hot. Foresters need to match that energy for them.
Beautiful kick there off the head. Voss is going to try to take this one, and another great scoop. She was being pressured there by Steyer. Good read by her to notice that the goal might have been open, and a beautiful kick cross field from the Wildcats. Headed off here, moved around.
Wildcats have some great headers here. Their ball control is outstanding, I gotta say.
I have to agree with you. They are doing really well. We're not seeing a lot of turnovers except for, you know, wild ones that just kind of hit the grass wrong. But another thing we mention all the time is that the fact that, you know, in the Crossroads League, everyone has a little bit of a different feel. As this one charges in, Voss gonna let her take it, and the Wildcats strike first! That was a great goal there from the Wildcats. Beautiful read. Voss just missed it by her. And like we said, Abdul, the Spurs, I said they're going to have to find that golden opportunity, and right there it was.
Yeah, you're not lying there, Carson. I mean, Wildcats done a great job of just, like we said, that ball control, finding that great opportunity, and then striking, capitalizing on it. And for that to be the case, I mean, that's pretty outstanding. The Wildcats are, again, bringing in the energy, bringing in the heat, doing everything they can. Carson, I got to say, they're doing a great job.
Olivia Schmidt was the last one to grab that goal, so it was a great job by her. And now the Foresters have to respond quickly. Earlier this year, they scored a goal right after Taylor did, like seconds after. So they're going to have to take it here as McCown on the chase, moves the ball around. That one moves up here. So it only took 10 minutes for the Wildcats to strike, and they're definitely going to want to keep doing it.
That was a fair call there by the ref. I got to agree with that.
I have to agree. I think she went for the slide tackle, got a little bit too much ankle. Wildcats moved the ball around, exercising that great ball control. Steyer was on chase there, decided to back off of it, which was a good idea. Voss was right there for that one.
Again, Foresters, I do have to say, their move is now or never. Wildcats, again, upping up the tempo. Right now we're playing a Wildcat game, and Foresters are home. We got to make a decision.
Burdick's going to take this one. She sends that one in. Jagir is right there. Sends it way over. Moves the ball around. Still kicking it around. Way back to the defense. And the Foresters still playing that defensive game.
Again, Foresters are playing chess,
Adam had a bad touch on it. Slipped off. Good ball control there from the Wildcats. Moved out to the left wing. Kicked back to the defense. Foresters can get an interception here. Could be good. Great turnaround there from Colin to get that one away. That one hit off of Adam, I believe. And it did. And that's a Wildcat throw-in coming from Steyer. We've seen her in the box quite a bit, so it is really interesting to see her back on defense for a while. And the Wildcats are going to get another throw-in from Steyer. Moved around here. Bowden has this one back to the defense. That's Stevens with the ball. Sends it back up. Spaltman has this one. Still trying to move the ball upfield. That one will be kicked away. Wildcats move this one up. And that's a ham. I was about to say the whistle did come in like a half second late, but it did just hit her forearm. An unfortunate bounce, but I guess those are the breaks, Abdul.
Tell me about it.
I was saying a little bit earlier before the goal, a lot of teams in the Crossroads League have to play on different conditions. One day you might be playing on a pure grass field that's, designed for soccer, and then about 3 days later you might be playing on a turf football field. So, I think the good thing is that both these teams don't have to do too much adjusting, as this one is mostly Indiana Wesleyan and the Foresters both on grass fields, and especially after the rain last night, going to play factor in both of today's games.
Yeah, you're not lying. I can see the field starting to get a little. Well, the good thing is the sun is on it, so it could be drying up as we speak.
The sun is. It has been relatively sunny, just a little bit windy.
Hey, I say snippy nippy.
I agree with you 100%.
We got to shimmy. Shimmy.
Kicked out here, and after a delayed call, it will be a Wildcat throw-in. Wildcats moving the ball up the field. Kicked off, wide open lane for the Wildcats. They're going to take that one. Voss is going to have to, she looked like that was a beautiful ball there. A little bit lower. Voss was going to have to jump up and swat it away.
Again, Foresters or Wildcats here have the opportunity to, a lot of time, they're in the lead. They could let the clock run down. I mean, Foresters if they don't make an attack soon enough, well.
When you get a goal in the first 10 minutes, you pretty much get to control the pace of the rest of the game.
I mean, tell me about it, man.
Moved around here.
Wow.
Adam has a good read here. Gets tripped up, and that was, I think she might have grabbed her hips or her jersey perhaps. Jagir wasting no time. Adam kind of tapped it back there, but the Wildcats right there back on defense.
Again, that expanding offense. The Wildcats just seem to be like an octopus on this field. That was a beautiful tackle there, in my opinion. That was all ball.
Yeah, it was all ball. She might have caught a little bit of her shin, but I think the rules do state that the shin is the
way to play sport. It looks like the
Foresters are there for her.
It's going to be a throw-in. Great sportsmanship there by both teammates.
I agree 100%. NAIA champions of character. You hear it all the time, Abdul. Move the ball up here. Adam, now the Foresters are finally going to get on the attack. Burdick on the left side, a little bit of a mishandle from Adam, but Burdick does have the ball, sends it back to the defense. Back to Burdick. Burdick's going to send that one in, intercepted by the Wildcats. Intended target was Jagir. Jagir tries to tap it around the Wildcat defense, but once again intercepted by a very good back three. Ball kicked out to the right wing on Chase is Brown. Moves the ball up here, right side of the field. To the right side of the box. Gets tripped up there, no call. Play will continue on. Long pass there, intended from McCown. She gets a foot on it.
Wildcats are playing a faster game compared to the Foresters here.
We said just like a few minutes ago that they might attempt to slow the game down a little bit, have play their game and just control their own pace, but it looks like they're going to try to keep going for goals.
I don't blame them. I mean, this is the position you want to be in, but of course the Foresters did a great job just getting this ball across the field here down
Burdick
the line.
on Chase has to get around one Wildcat. She tries to send this one to the middle of the box. Adam is there. Adam gets that one plucked away from her. Adam takes a spill.
And that's that slippery slope.
We said it was going to become a factor, and it is here early. Got to watch almost a jersey pull there, no call. Play continues on, but the Wildcats are on Chase. Moving the ball in the box, and great steal by the Forester defense there to stop that offensive attack.
I can only imagine the tensions of this game are getting high. You're starting to slip around. We got one Wildcat scored a goal. Foresters are trying to come back. I mean, this is it.
Adam has this one surrounded by 4 great jerseys. She's going to try to take this one herself, tries to get through. Not a lot of good opportunity there. Jagir sends this one into the box, and it sails wide right. So if you hear in our microphones, the wind is picking up just a little bit.
A little bit, man. I can't do this.
Hey, you're up here. You're not the one in a t-shirt and shorts on the field, Abdul.
That is a good point. That is a good point. But they do have the sun.
They do have the sun. We are under a tent. That is fair.
But still, Carson, you're not lying there. You know, the weather's chilly out here. It's a sunny game. It's a great game. So, I mean, the competitive nature is here. The tensions are high. The girls are playing a great game. I want to see where this can go.
I agree 100%. I think I mentioned that a few times at the beginning of the year, Abdul, and some of our banter, is that, the first few games we're out here, Abdul, in shorts and a t-shirt, maybe a nice polo. And then by this point in the year, it's coats and gloves. And
yeah. It's like, whoa.
It's Indiana. Nothing better than some Indiana weather, Abdul, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
I know you miss Philadelphia, but
hey, it's always sunny in Philly.
Great show, great reference. Kicked off here. Boss gonna take this one. I believe Maddie Moan will take the second half if current trends continue. As Adam has this one 2-on-1, tries to do some ball handling. She has Jagir, and once again that Wildcat defense is just not letting Adam breathe.
I think it's the Sox. I think it's the Red Sox, Carson.
Red Sox. Is that the speed? They get a little bit of speed. Burdick sends this one to the right side of the box. Moved up here. Forrest to try to get that one out, and a very easy save to start off the day.
Again, but we're seeing though our Foresters, they're starting to push back.
They are starting to.
They're starting to push back and start knocking back. They're saying, "Hey, I want to score too."
They've had the box. Jagir tries to get that header off, just misses it. Goes to the. Just barely, it might have scraped her scalp.
Might have.
Good ball handling there from Schmidt.
Again, Wildcats have these spicy fry socks. I mean, they're red, they're fast, they're Wildcats. It all goes together.
It does go together. That's a little bit of a pull there. Wildcats getting a little bit aggressive.
I mean,
I was trying to think of a Wildcat-based pun. It didn't come to me fast enough, but you got it. You filled the airtime for me. Thank you. Kickoff here. Foresters have an opportunity. That's another thing that I've seen. You said that the Wildcats' ball handling is incredibly good, and I have to agree with you. The other thing I have to agree with you with is that they have all of them have powerful legs. They can launch this ball up.
We're talking their speed, their ball control, everything with that. It's the Sox, man.
I think it's no better good Sox.
Oh man, but no, you're not lying here, Carson. I mean. Wildcats are coming in this game as a full, controlled, has great chemistry. Like they're perfect.
They are well coached as well, a tenured coach. I think that's one thing the Foresters don't have going for them. This is the coach of the Foresters. It's only his second year, so he's still trying to learn the ropes. But a couple teams in the Crossroads League do have more tenured coaches.
Yeah.
I think that's another good thing for the men. You know, Coach
True.
Lawson has a 21-year career here, and so, you know, he's familiar with the program. He played here himself. So I think they have that going for him. But, you know, I expect this Forester team to be incredibly good in the next few years.
Again, I just love how the Wildcats are in every spot and every gap. I mean, you can't get – they're like brick walls, moving brick walls. Do you know what that's like?
I do know. I feel like it's my homework right now. It's just coming at me from every angle.
Tell me about it.
Kicked up here. That was a long kick from Bowden, intercepted by the Foresters. Couple of Wildcats waiting for substitution. I was just about to mention the Foresters have yet to sub anybody in. So about in the 20th minute, these girls have to be getting a little fatigued. The Foresters on attack again. McCown tries to move this one around, gets tripped up. She still has a play on it, gets kicked away. That one's going to be sent out of bounds. McCown takes a spill. And once again, great sportsmanship. McCown trying to get back to her feet. And a couple of substitutions come in. She did get tripped up there. That will be no penalty, but a Forester throw in right outside of the box.
Wildcat throwing, eh? We're going to have a substitution here.
Yes, we are, as McCown takes a seat. As Reagan Sanderson, freshman out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, Carroll High School. Very good high school, if you ask me, Abdul. But
okay.
I'm an alumni, so a little biased.
And
then I believe Abby Adam just came into this one. Couldn't quite tell from McCown. And just as I was mentioning, you know, the future of this Forester team, this was a incredibly good recruiting class.
Yeah.
A handful of really good freshmen who knew how to play the game, whose skills you could develop. As I mentioned, Har and Voss are both freshmen, so two great keepers for the future.
Yeah.
Just a great recruiting class, and if you can keep building on this, and especially if the Foresters can sneak into that 8th seed and get some playoff experience for these young freshmen, it could be huge. Move the ball up. That one's hit out of bounds. Last tap by the Foresters. Throw in here, headed off. Still trying to move the ball around. This Wildcat attack is just suffocating, Abdul. And, like, you know, you see, like, 1 minute you'll blink and they're down inside the box with 10 of them with only one on Jordan Adam, and then all of a sudden Jordan Adam has the ball, and all of a sudden there's 4 Wildcats. Like, abracadabra, I don't know what just happened.
You're not lying there, Carson. These Wildcats are everywhere, and they're in every gap. I mean, you have to make sure that you're really playing hard on the ball to get past these guys. Or women, excuse me.
Yeah, I think guys has become a gender-neutral term. Throw in here for the Wildcats. Short throw in here, going to be to the right side of the box. Going to send that one in. Har's going to chase after it, but high and over. That was the second shot on goal in a row, or shot I should say, where it went over the crossbar. So the Wildcats are going to have to. I just mentioned how they had a lot of power, but they might have to tone it down just a little bit in order to keep the ball below the crossbar. Sends that one in, moved around here. Adam takes this one. She has a good read on it. Going to be tripped up a little bit, not quite. Gets that one sent back.
Again, Forester's doing a great job to, you know, keep the possession here. Shout out to them.
Adam again with the ball. Passes it up. Has Katie Sell near the box. Not going to be able to take it, though. Good pass out to the right wing. Sell takes that one, sends it away. I think Sell ended up being the substitution for McCown. Kicks this one in. Jagir has this one. Kick up to Adam again. Adam's going to kick that one into the box. Sell is there. Has Adam in the center. Burdick on the left side. Sends it to Burdick. Burdick's got to chase that one down and just misses as it sails out of bounds. Unlucky break for the Foresters in prime territory. Do need a good defensive stand here if they can get the ball. we haven't seen much. Hope Stacker is in the goal. She's a freshman, 5'10" out of Goshen. And like I said, she's having a great season with those 5 blanks and having about 40 saves. I'd imagine there's a coach at Goshen College is a little upset that she decided to go to IWU.
Yeah.
But, you know, just mentioning good keepers for the future, that has to be a great grab for this Wildcat team.
You're not lying.
Moves the ball up, right side of the pitch, kicked up here, going to sail to the right side, intercepted once again by the Wildcats. The Foresters are going to have to watch their ball handling a little bit. They see sometimes they get a little bit panicky and they try to send the ball off too soon, and the Wildcats just have easy interceptions.
That's actually a good point there, Carson.
Kicked up here, that will be a foul on the Wildcats. Relatively slow game for the officials. Not too much going on except for calling throw-ins, but a couple fouls here and there. Keep peace.
No, it's not terrible. I mean, they're doing a decent job. It's not too bad. Again, I just think it's because it's too cold. I mean,
too cold to make calls.
Yeah, too cold to make calls, man.
I mean, if you get a yellow, you get to go into your pocket for a few seconds. But sends this one center of the field. That's Sanderson with the ball. Sanderson trying to get around the defense. Kicks that one up to Burdick. Burdick has to go on a chase quite yet again. Lots of power. It goes out of bounds barely. Just a couple steps more for Burdick, and they could be looking at an offensive possession. Kick here goes up to the middle of the field. Foresters have it. Bad balance there for Smith. Smith tries to send this one in. Jordan Allen's going to try to get it around the defense. She gets tripped up. No call. Call there would have been huge for the Foresters for a free kick right in front of the net. But not going to happen as that one gets kicked out. I believe that Sanderson went on a chase there. Could not quite get there, moving the ball upfield. Good kick there, and Voss going to try to come out of the net a little bit. Right there is Turner. Turner was there ready for an attack, but Voss might have taken a few too many steps out, leaving her goal a little bit open, but the Forester defense was there to come in clutch. Kick the ball up here. Another awkward bounce. That one's going to get sent in. A one-on-one for Voss. Voss lets that one go by her. Hits the post, and the Foresters clear it, but Voss has to get back on her feet as that one did not sail out of bounds like intended. Great defense right there by the Foresters. And now the Wildcats have to take the ball back at the... And here on a chase is Sell and Adam were right there. It went right past Katie Sell.
Katie doing a great job just turning those burners on, man. She almost got it.
Another senior day for Katie Sell. So like I said, you know, you want that last goal, and more than anything, you know, you want that last win here on this field. You know, you've played so much here. You don't want to say your last game was a loss, and that has to be heartbreaking for the Foresters with 15 remaining. Got to get something going to go into the half with some momentum.
I mean, there's still so much time. Like I said, Carson, the lady Foresters are playing chess. You gotta trust this. You gotta trust the process.
Sanderson has this one. She's going to try to move it to the left side of the field. Sanderson trying to get a good read on it. Sanderson sends this one back to Sell. Sell gets bumped there and then it falls off her feet. The Wildcats are back in possession. Kicks this one up. Good read there. Good header by the Foresters to get across field. Jagir will take this one. Foresters moving the ball around here. Sell has this one again, kicks it back to the defense. Burdick has this one. Burdick might have got a little push there, some disapproval from the Forester crowd, but play continues on. Palmaketa has this one. Back to Sell. Forester's trying with a triangular offense.
Playing high ball, beautiful, beautiful possessions there. Let's see what happens to Sell now with it.
Sell sends this one into the box, and only Wildcats are there to pick that one up. Foresters have another good read on it. Trying to move the ball around here, kicks it up, and that one will be sent out of bounds yet again.
Should be a Forester throw-in.
Forester throw-in here. Foresters might get in a few extra steps, but throw-in, they're going to send it back towards midfield. Sanderson has this one, gets a good read on it. Adams going to have to go for this one, and that one sails out of bounds yet again, and the Foresters have yet another throw-in. Another thing to mention, Abdul, it's and another another easy save there for Stacker. But with the current situation, I guess you want to call it, the national tournament's going to be pushed back a couple months, which positive. It's going to be warmer.
Okay. Yeah.
Negatives is you might have to hit the gym a little bit longer and have a longer season.
That's a good point there.
It's going to be really interesting to see. I doubt most teams won't want to show up, but
Indeed.
It's going to be. I'm really curious to see like what teams go to practice and.
That was a beautiful take there.
Burdick gets hit and she takes a spill for. Now the Forces are going to get set here for a free kick. Stevens is going to take this free kick. She's going to send it towards the box. It looks like she does. Long kick there. Going to be Jordan Adams had a read on it, but it was kicked away. And Sell with another bad bounce. Another potentially. And the Wildcats are there. And like I said, Abdul, you got to watch your power and watch where it's going. I know you can't fully control the soccer ball, but you can't keep giving the ball up. That's where you lose your opportunities.
At all. You're not lying there, Carson.
Kicked up here towards midfield. Wildcats with another good turnover there. Moving the ball upfield. Kick to the left wing. Good pass up there. Right here is Turner with the ball. Turner sends it back. Going to be moved in Voss for another easy save. I believe that was 4 for her on the day. So, or maybe 5. She's having a good day so far, except besides that one goal that just slipped past her. A lot of credit for the freshman today. As Burdick takes this one, sends it back upfield. Sanderson's going to take this one, another freshman. Sanderson tries to have good ball handling, moves it around. Sell takes this one. My apologies. That was Palmaketa who took that one. Now Sell sends this one. Still trying to move the ball around here. Palmaketa trying to get it around the striker. She does with a great pass there around Brown.
I think Forces are looking for their plan. They're kind of trying to figure out what the next move is, what the next chapter is. You know.
I agree. They're going to have to try to figure out how to stop this attack, and that's what I said in the pregame. Is that if you want to stop this attack, and a good call there, I believe that was an equal contact. Sanderson has this ball. The flyover was a little bit late, Abdul. The national anthem was about a half hour ago, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Forresters have the ball in the box, moves this one up. Kruger got that one out, and the Forresters have a throw-in on the right side of the field. Forresters really like that right side of the field today, don't they, Abdul?
Yeah, you're telling me.
Throw-in coming here, a relatively short one. Header there, I believe, by Jagir.
Oh.
And I guess almost a check there.
I'm not official.
Not sure if it was deemed equal contact. Once again, Burdick can just not chase down that ball.
Yeah, but the ball don't lie.
The ball do not lie. That's correct. Sometimes like I said, sometimes you get that bad balance. Sometimes it rolls just a little bit too far for your liking, and just at that point you got to keep playing.
You know.
Morgan Summers and Kylie Stevens coming into this one.
Oh.
Good touch there by Summers. It was a great pass. Forces attempted to move the ball up, not quite there. Right now we have Bowden with the ball. Now Adam has this ball. She gets a good tap there to Sanderson. Sanderson gets to try to get around. She gets that one. Turner takes that one away. Burdick back to Palmaketa. Burdick has this one. Adam's going to have to play some good offense here. Tries to get it around to Wildcats. She does. And an attempted pass there to Sell falls short.
Again, I believe the Foresters, while they pass, they have to be really intentional and put their real power in those passes. You know, the Wildcats seem to be the counterattack is when you pass, and the pass is not strong enough. You know, you're playing on a dirt field. You're not playing on turf. The ball is a lot. It needs power to move.
I 100% agree. And like I said in the pregame as well, the Wildcats, You know, they're on a 2-game losing streak, and I believe they're third in the Crossroads League right now. So it's really important for them to get a win today to keep pace and hopefully keep their spot for a home playoff game coming in about a week or two. Went fast, Abdul, didn't it? I said week or two, and I was like, wow, it feels like just yesterday. I was like, oh, yeah, you only got about a month until playoff time.
Tell me about it. Oof. The leaves are changing colors.
You can see that in a couple times in the camera, but yes, beautiful Huntington Falls throw-in coming here. Also, some good Forester action coming up. We're less than a week out from basketball season, if you can believe that, Abdul.
Yeah.
Men's after the preceding this game. My apologies. After this game, we're going to have some men's Forester action against the Bethel Pilots, a rematch of the conference semifinals from last year. And so women's basketball, men's and women's soccer, and the final few games of the volleyball season. Forester athletics in full swing right now, Abdul. You love to see it, don't you?
I do. I really do.
Kick the ball up here. Still trying to move it around. Spaltman took that one. Good ball there to the left side of the pitch.
Wow, Wildcats are chasing.
That was a great chase there. That one sends in. And Voss standing straight up, just kind of caught that one like a wide open wide receiver.
Well, that was a great kick.
She just kind of stood there and waited for it.
Yeah.
And just grabbed it, and she's taking a little bit of a break here. Official saying something to the other official. Not exactly sure what. 9 minutes remaining if the Foresters. That's the thing, 10 minutes is, seems a little shorter, but we've seen quite a few times, goals being scored in the final minute, the final 2 minutes.
Yes, I think that's like the Forester signature.
Sanderson has this one, sends it into the box. Burdick just a little bit too far. And Adam on a good chase there, playing good defense, but it was hit off of her. And so, once again, the Wildcat defense comes up strong. Kick back into the box. No Foresters there to pressure. Sanderson does try. My apologies. Sell tries to get a good read on it. Moving the ball upfield again. Intercepted by the Foresters. Good interception there. Moving the ball into the box. I believe that's Sanderson. Going to try to take a shot here. And an easy save yet again for the Wildcats. And Stacker gets another save. But the Foresters with the right idea starting to get some shots on goal.
Again, Forester starting to push here. Building momentum going into the half. Could always be a good thing, but it could be a bad thing. It depends how you utilize it.
You always got to get that good halftime speech and a little bit of a drag there. Equal contact. No call at all. No call for either team, surprisingly enough. It appears.
I think that was a proper call.
It appears that Brown was the one who took the spill there. And now the Wildcats have a throw in, and Turner will take this one. It didn't seem like they were both grabbing each other's arms. I think the official did have a good read on that. If he just saw the fall, they might have gotten a call, but I think the official watched the whole play develop, and it actually did. I agree with you, make a good call.
Here we go, Foresters again trying to attack here.
Foresters attempting to attack. That ball's going to be moved up here. It was a good read up to the goalkeeper. Move back to the Wildcat offense. And the Wildcats, in just seconds, are back at midfield, and they get the ball back on their side. The Foresters with yet another interception.
Forcing to start capitalizing on these interceptions. They allow these free balls to go right back to the Wildcats.
Sanderson takes that one, gets a good tap, trying to get around the defense now is the Foresters. Looks like she's gonna try to take one herself. She does. High ball there. Oh, just missed. It was just a few more inches to the left. I think you could have even got lucky and got some crossbar, but
yeah, possibly.
That was a good read there by Stacker to watch that one fly by, not try to get a hand on it or something and give the Foresters a potential of a corner kick. That's one thing that's been about this game, almost a disappearance of the corner kicks. Wildcats have only gotten one today, the Foresters with none so far, and the Wildcats could not capitalize on that corner kick as Burdick takes a tap here from Adam. Adam tries to take this one. Good job getting there. Adam's going to try to get her on the defense. Wildcats have about 5 defenders right there, and a pass intended for Sell goes to the Wildcats yet again. So, Palmaketa took this one. Going to move it back. Voss is going to get a tap here. That was a good move there by Steven. She tapped it back to Voss, let the Wildcats charge Voss instead of her, and gave Voss an easy opportunity to just tap it right back to her so she could turn upfield and start moving the ball towards the midfield. Hannah Adams. So we got Jordan Adams, Hannah Adams, and Abby Adams all. So I guess
must be cousins.
Must be. It's a common last name. I'll give. I've never seen that many on the field at the same time. That's the thing. And that Voss is going to try to take this one. She does try to leap up for it. It was another too high, but it was a good read there by Voss. I guess she might have lost it in the sun or something and wanted to make sure she could knock it down if she could. Birdie's going to take a seat. So Sarah Disbro. Sarah Disbro is coming into this one. Burdick having a great half, just unable to capitalize on a couple opportunities. And the forwards are trying to move this ball up. That's Sanderson. Sanderson gets a good kick on it. And the pass was intended for Disbro. Sanderson obviously looking a little disappointed after that one just slid by her. Now Sanderson has this one, moves it up. Adams going to try to take this one, gets kicked away. Headed off here. Moving the ball up. That one's going to be headed off. Wildcats still have a play on it. Summers. You mentioned the Red Sox. The Red Sox with the neon shoes, I think that's a performance enhancer.
Listen, I'm telling you, man, they're spicy.
Throw in here. Disbro was going to take that one. And this one's back to Palmaketa.
Ooh, that was a toe burrito by both teams.
It went over the head of Sell. Sell tried, that one gets kicked up. Another beautiful ball there. Wildcats can capitalize on this opportunity. It is a 1-on-4. If you can count Voss, a 1-on-5. Tap here. Forwards are trying to keep it out. They do. And that one stayed in bounds barely. It looked like Disbro took a spill, but now it's back in the box. That one's going to be a shot on goal. And Voss takes a slip and stays on her. Whoa. Lucky break there for Voss. She took a slip and then sat back up, and it landed right in her arms. Like as I mentioned, the field is slippery. Adam takes this one, moving the ball around. She has Sanderson and Disbro on the left. Good ball handling there. Jagir's going to take this one, try to move the field. 2:50 remaining. On chase is Sell, kicked away. Slow roller, and that one stays in bounds. And then, kick out of bounds immediately after. My praise coming a little bit soon, but it did actually tap off the Foresters last. Substitution waiting for the Foresters. Not too much time. 2:30 remaining. And here comes a substitution. And it appears that Sanderson will take a seat.
And for the Foresters, number 24, Madison Kidder.
Madison Kidder coming in this one. She's a senior midfielder. And that's a long launch there, and scooped up yet again by Stacker. Stacker with just another great opportunity there. She hasn't had to work terribly hard, but when she's there, she's ready.
Again, it's the 2-minute mark here, so let's see what the Foresters and the Wildcats can do. Oh.
And I believe that is a foul and a free kick now coming for Wildcats. Moved up here. Voss going to take this one. Did it tap off of Voss' hands? They're going to say no, and that will be a goal kick. Once again, just a good job for her. Still, that's what you got to see from great keepers. Just, you don't want to watch the ball sail over your head and not make an effort. So at least if you make an effort, you can kind of be forgiven. Calls from the crowd calling for the Foresters. Pick up the pace here. That's what they're going to have to do with 109 remaining. Wildcats attempting to still try to capitalize. Sell is there. Body collision. Still moved around. Wildcats still in possession. Kick this one back. That was a good kick there to Colin. Long kick. Wildcats not wasting any time. 45 seconds remaining. Foresters kick the ball away, but it kicks away and gets intercepted by the Wildcats immediately. And that one gets sent in onto the track, and Voss has a goal kick with 30 seconds to go. Time still ticking. Foresters don't seem to be too much of a rush. Foresters still can capitalize. 20 seconds remaining. Doesn't appear the Foresters are 15 seconds remaining. They've burned 15 seconds. They might just want to let this one tick away. The countdown is coming here. Moving the ball around. And the Foresters will just dribble this one out as Jagir takes this one. And the Wildcats will go into the half with a 1-0 lead on the Foresters. So Abdul, very good first half. It was defensive just like we said. And we got to give credit to both teams. But we'll be back here after this half for some analysis. For Carson Watkins, Abdul, and FDN Sports, we'll be back here momentarily.
So Powder Puff football is two teams divided up by floors, and then they all have flags, so it's just a flag football game. And so we have the two end zones, and it's just like a regular game. We usually play two 20-minute halves, and it's just a good time for everybody to get some football in since we don't have a football team here as a sport.
Let's go, Wesleyan! Oh, snap!
Powder Puff to me is something that actually opened me up at Huntington.
And for me, just as a freshman, obviously, I get to know all the different girls on my floor, and we all grow closer together.
Powder Puff just means a lot of unity between the girls on the floor, and just provided a lot of good fun between all the other girls on campus as well.
Powder Puff means to me, it just signifies some of the best times that you're going to have during homecoming weekend.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside King Track and Field Stadium. Right now, the Wildcats of Indiana Wesleyan lead the Foresters of Huntington 1-0. Abdul, good defense by the Foresters. Just a freak accident really let the one goal in. So what do you want to see from the Forester defense coming into the second half?
They got to pick up where they left off, attack, and just keep communicating, keep passing the ball, keep looking for that open door, and don't let the Wildcats counter, basically.
I agree 100%. That's another thing. The Wildcats have been countering quite well. Lots of interceptions, and I think that's something that the Foresters are going to have to address in this halftime meeting. They have to watch their ball control. You cannot afford to keep picking the ball off, having it taken away from you, just building on these opportunities, especially when you have a team who has such a strong, just a line of strong legs like the Wildcats do. That's another thing to mention. The Wildcats have accounted for 5 shots on goal to the Foresters 2. So they're going to have to start watching their offensive attack.
I agree with you there, Carson.
So it's going to be incredibly interesting to see what the Wildcats do. They scored a goal in the first 10 minutes. And so they're going to have to start moving the ball around here and watching their pace, watching their passes. And another thing, the Wildcats have had a bit of an issue keeping the ball from going over the crossbar.
Yeah.
Riley Voss still in goal right now. Usually we see at halftime her and Maddie Moan kind of switch off, but I guess they're going to say that Maddie Moan is the answer for the second half.
Yeah.
Wildcats conferencing just a little bit more, waiting for a good opportunity. They're going to head back to the field. Just a little bit of encouragement. Hanging on to a 1-goal lead, a slim lead, but a one that you want to have, especially if you're going for that 5th blank of the year.
Yeah.
Or the 6th, my apologies. They're currently at 5. The Wildcats looking to hold on to this lead. The Foresters looking for an equalizer here early so they can set the pace a little bit better. And the kickoff will come here. Officials getting into place. Like what we see right here from the Wildcats, just, getting jumpy, looking for that opportunity.
Trying to warm back up again.
Yeah, I guess
a little nippy.
It's probably what it is actually. They might be a little cold. Teams decided not to go back to the locker room. Kickoff here. Gonna move the ball around. That's a high kick. Foresters just missed that one. Wildcats on a chase already in the box. Moves the ball up here, and that one, good save there by the Foresters. Keep that in bounds. They will get the throw in, but that avoids the opportunity for a corner kick. Only one corner kick coming from the Wildcats overall in the first half. Tripped up here. No call. Play will continue on. Adam is going to get this ball towards midfield. Now looks like Ashlyn Patrick has this one. Sends it up again. McCown, good to see her back in the game. She took a spill a little bit earlier, but it's good to see her back out here. Wildcats on the charge now. Forester defense right there to take it, but the Wildcats are going to try to get it back. They do, and the Wildcats send it back. Looks like they're going to take it themselves. Gets it around the defense. Good touch there. And that one sails out of bounds. Foresters still trying to move the ball around here. Into the box, kicked it around. Voss has to adjust. I think that might be the easiest save she gets today. Just kind of rolled in front of her and was able to pick it up. Voss punts this one. Moves the ball up. Foresters take this one. Now on a chase is Burdick. Adam has this one. Back to Patrick. Patrick has this one again on the left side. Patrick with some good ball handling makes the Wildcats miss. That was Edwards. She got duked out. McCown has this one. Good tap there to Adam. Adam gets a little curve on that one. Tries to send it to Burdick, and the Wildcats will be there to take it. Beautiful ball there from Adam, just not exactly. It took a curve about midair. I'm not sure if he was intending it to or not. Wildcats try to get a tap in there, and another easy save there for Voss. I like what I'm seeing from Voss so far, Abdul.
Yeah, I think she's doing a great job and being more attentive on the ball here.
She's collected 6 saves on the day so far. Adam's going to try to chase this down. 4 gray jerseys right around her, though. Patrick takes that one, keeps it in bounds. She gets dragged a little bit. No call, gets a little check there. Now she gets a good pass, another good read there to Adam. Adam has McCown in the center, and she has Patrick on the left side. Back to Jagir. McCown tries to get a good read on that one, but it's going to be, and that's what I said, Abdul, during halftime. The Foresters have to watch out for those interceptions and make smart passes, because now the Wildcats are on an attack, and the Foresters are a little bit caught off guard.
Yeah.
Moves in here, and that one slipped past Voss, and the Wildcats collect goal number 2 on the day in the first 5 minutes of play. That was an incredibly impressive goal.
Wildcats doing a great job of staying in this game, man. I mean, like, they're just controlling this game and they're doing what they want to see. So
they move the ball around there, let it just go past Har.
And for them not being home, great way to have carry the momentum.
That was Sydney Brown, the sophomore forward out of Hilliard, Ohio. And now the Foresters in a much larger deficit. And if they're going to want to get back into this one, they got 40 minutes to do so. But it's good, but they cannot. They're going to have to watch those interceptions again.
Yeah.
You know, this is a story of. This is 2 big storylines of today. The Foresters wanting to win on Senior Day, and the Wildcats trying to snap their 2-game loss streak, and that you can see that dynamic playing out quite well. Patrick tries to charge this one. She has a good read on it, gets a little tripped up there. Play continues on as Patrick moves that ball up the field. Little hook there, good read there. That was 17 on 17. Burdick and Kruger, they were kind of hooking each other. Got it done though. Patrick's going to take this one. He's going to sail to the center of the goal. It was a good kick by her, just not enough power to get a good leg on it.
Yeah.
Long kick here. Another Wildcats have another good opportunity. Great ball handling there. There's Summers, and she gets taken to the ground, and that will be a free kick. So less than a minute after their first scored goal, the Wildcats are back on a chase, attempting to go up 3-0. 40 minutes remaining now. The Wildcats 4, Forester Wall. Moving the ball around here. 2 Wildcats line up. Just the question is who's going to take it. They're going to do a little trickery there. Moves up and off the crossbar. It was a good kick there. Like I said, just a little bit too much power. An inch lower. That could have seen the back of the net. No such luck though. Foresters are going to take a goal kick here. Long kick there to the right side of the field yet again. Headed off, being moved around here. And now the Foresters, Forester defense play good again. And here comes a corner for the Wildcats. Only the second corner of the day. Get to see how they capitalize on this opportunity. Last time they had that corner, we saw them. They had like this they had a really neat play drawn up. They kicked it short, had a good read around the corner of the box, and tried to shoot a shot in. But it doesn't look like anybody's there. It looks like they're going to launch this one in because no one's there short to take the pass.
I mean, we'll see.
Corner coming here, sends a line drive, headed off, and way too far. And now Voss has a goal kick. Another free kick coming here. Adam McCown are at the midfield. Adam tries to save this one for going out of bounds, but it is a lost cause. That one sails out of bounds. Now a throw-in coming here. Good throw-in opportunity. Wind picking up. Adam has this one. Still moving the ball around here. Good kick there. It's going to be off the chest. Spoltman. Kicked out here. Still trying to move the ball around towards midfield. And that one sails out of bounds after a delayed call. We found out it will be a Wildcat throw-in. Long ball, wow, quite a bit of power. It sails out of bounds, and Voss has a free kick. But you blinked and you missed that one.
Tell me about it. I mean, Wildcats, again, just knocking at the door of the Foresters, you know.
They are. We're only in the 9th minute so far, and the Wildcats just capitalizing on these opportunities, and the Foresters have gotten a semi-shot on goal, I guess would be a good word. It wasn't a full shot on goal. So they're going to have to attempt to start working at it.
Yeah, semi-indeed, man. Semi-indeed.
It was a bouncer that went right into the hands of Stacker. Adam has this one, has to get around the defense. She's going to be hooked there, and she loses the high ground on that one. Looks like Patrick has this one. My apologies, it's not Patrick. That is, can't quite see your number there. It was Burdick who had that one. Trying to move the ball around here into the box, kicked away. Adam just did not have the angle on that one. She could have had a one-on-one, but had her back turned to the keeper.
Yeah, the pivot was too slow.
The keeper was already out of the goal when she was anticipating it. I mentioned how we've seen a relatively peaceful game. At the half, only 6 fouls accounted for.
I mean, well, you could tell Wildcats are starting to push it down a little bit and just let whatever comes to them come to them.
The thing is, it's really, you don't see that a lot. When you're up 2, especially in this second half, you usually don't see teams charge like that. They tend to just stay back, play pass, usually on the defensive side of the field.
Yeah.
But the Wildcats are not taking that path.
Like I said, I mean, they're not going to slow down their game, but they're definitely not going to push too hard either. Like, they're not as offensive as they were in the first half, in my opinion. Here.
Another corner coming now. It's going to be another line drive, it appears. That's exactly what happens. Long kick there, and the Forester defense comes in clutch and gets that one out. Adam has this one. It's going to be tapped out. She's going to watch that one sail out of bounds, and it looks like Adam is not going to take the throw-in. It appears that Patrick will take this throw-in. Ball being moved around here. Forrester's trying to get near the box, not quite there.
Good turn on the ball there for Wildcats.
It was a great turn on the ball. That one sails towards the middle, moved out here, and good clear there by the Foresters to make sure that one the Wildcats did not have a one-on-one opportunity with Voss.
Lost the shoe.
You never want to see that happen. Got a double knot on Abdul.
Always, especially in this weather.
Going to be thrown in here. still tying her shoe. We're waiting here. Play continues on now. Little stoppage of the clock there. Might have actually been a relative, I guess, an unofficial timeout there. Move the ball up field now. Gets tripped up outside the box, looking for the call, not going to get it. And it is getting a little chippy. Lots of Wildcats are down. Moving the ball up here. Still moving it on the right side of the pitch, and they're going to say that one just barely went out of bounds for like a brief second, but just enough to the point where the Foresters are going to get a throw in. Quite funny, don't know if everybody saw, but the Foresters were saying, hey, you get a few more steps, just move on up. Wildcats putting the ball.
I realized that, and I was like, oh, okay.
Take your steps. I mean, if the official's not going to say anything about it, I mean, get as far as upfield as you can. Kicked up here. Adam gets tripped up, and that will be a Wildcat throw-in. Foresters just not having too many offensive opportunities yet. Still moving the ball up here. Good tap there. Patrick showing some wheels here. She has a good opportunity. Lots of grass, but she's going to send it one back. Burdick's going to try to take this one. Gets it taken away. Now Jagir has this one trying to get around the defense. Not quite there. And like I said, abracadabra, the Wildcats are just everywhere at once. Patrick takes this one. It's going to sail near the box. Easy save there for the Wildcats. Another great save there by Stacker. I like what Patrick's doing right now. She's incredibly aggressive. She's playing well. Yeah. She's taking shots on goal, even if it's like not the greatest opportunity. I think she's knowing that instead of playing cautious and maybe getting an interception, it's better than to just try to go for the shot on goal. And that's what she showed here. And look what she does right there. Right as I say that, really aggressively, the ball looks like it's going out of bounds. She's about 5 or 6 steps back. Instead of just letting it sail out of bounds, she made an attempt, an incredibly aggressive move from a great player.
Not lying.
Moves the ball up here, and Voss knocks that one down. Quite a bit of power on that one. Good save there by Voss. That ball had a lot of speed on it. Line drive here. That one was intended for Jagir, I believe. Jagir moves this one up. Kick to the right, the left side of the pitch. Still being moved around here. Wildcats still on the chase. Moves it back here. Still being kicked around. Moving the ball upfield. Now one's going to be sent back to Voss. Voss is going to take a good read on it. She's not going to pick it up, rather she's just going to try to kick it. Wildcats move this one. Patrick has it. Patrick going to try to get around. Good move there, getting around the Wildcat defense. Kick back now. And good check there. A little bit aggressive. That one's an intended pass for Patrick. Sails out of bounds immediately. Wildcats still trying to move the ball here. Wildcats are unrelenting right now. Wildcats claiming the forest, it appears. McCown has this one. Moves it back up. 2-on-1 here. Going to be moved up here, sent towards the middle of the field. And there's another shot, and off the hands of Voss, and the Wildcats pick up the 3rd goal of the day. That goal came from Lauren Turner, and the Foresters looking bleak here with 30 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Abdul, what did you see on that goal? It worked so well.
And I saw communication, and I saw dedication for the Wildcats. Wildcats again are leading this game because they're determined, they're in control, and they're communicating with their teammates. You know, they know what they want to see, and they're able to execute it. Good job to the girls.
That was an amazing play there. Now the Foresters are going to have to play for any chance to get back into this game. Wildcats scoring 2 goals in the first, and now we're going into the 15th minute. So hopefully this trend of averaging a goal every 5 or 10 minutes doesn't keep up. But
hopefully.
But like I said, the Wildcats just not giving up. I gotta commend them. They're just doing so well. You know, they're up 3 with 30 minutes to go, and they're still attacking. I mean, right now they're playing pass on the defensive side, but the offense is prepared. The offense is prepared for everything, and they're just gonna they're gonna be unrelenting if they want to win today. Moves the ball at field. Official calling for the offside, and the Forces are going to get it. Free kick coming out for the Forcers. A little bit of delay. It actually will be a throw-in. Throw-in coming here, moved up. It's going to be sent back to the Forester defense. Taking a quick look at league standings. Marion in first place, no surprise, 8-0 on the season, just a powerful team. Then we got the Wildcats at second, Spring Arbor at third, Taylor at fourth, Mount Vernon, then Gray, St. Francis, Huntington in that 8th spot, and they are tied with St. Francis at 1-6-1. So it's going to in the Goshen is at 1-4, and Bethel's at 1-6. Foresters did beat Bethel, so it might be possible for the Foresters to sneak into this tournament. Unfortunately, they would have to play Marion, which isn't exactly where you want to start your tournament off. But I think getting into the tournament would still be a good thing for this young Forester team.
Definitely.
Spring Arbor did just beat Indiana Wesleyan last week after pretty much a last-minute goal into the box. Now kicked away. That one hit off of the Wildcats. So now a goal kick coming for Voss yet again. Still not seeing anything from Matty Moan yet. It appears that Voss may just be the one to finish out this contest. 27 minutes remaining now. Long kick here. Trying to move the ball up. Good move around there. Line drive into the box. Wildcat takes a spill. Kruger has this one, sends it in, way across. Gonna be moved in. Voss takes a little tap there. She taps it back up to herself and gets credited with another save. Like I said, despite the score, you still got to give Voss a lot of credit for the way she's played today, Abdul.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, hands down, I think the ball has been at her doorstep a little bit too much.
Patrick has this one on a chase, left side of the field. My apologies. I gotta keep doing that. I gotta figure out which one's right and which one's left. It's a little bit confusing. It's their right, my right, their left, my left. So gotta take that into account real quick. But another easy save there. But I do like what the Forces are doing. I mentioned that Patrick was doing it quite well, but that was a boot that I did not see coming. That was a good kick there from the Wildcats. Moved upfield here. Kick to the right side. Still, Wildcats take the ball here. And Voss, another good save. Once again, kind of just stood there, tracked the ball down, and landed right where she needed it to. Great read from her. And that one will be a Forester throw-in now. Foresters need an offensive opportunity here. And a handful of substitutions now for both teams. The Foresters try to get some fresh blood in there. As fresh as it can be in this cold weather, but gotta focus. Sanderson comes back into this game. Crawford, Olivia Smith and Crawford come into this one for the Wildcats. That one sails out of bounds. Patrick decided to take that. It was just out of bounds, but once again, just a great job by her for the chase down. throw in here.
Forrester's playing a high ball. Trying to see where this will lead them.
That was a great high ball, and that might be, they've played a little bit low so
Handball.
far, so it might just be the golden opportunity. Adam hit off of her. She tried to send it upfield, hit a wildcat. It did run into Kruger, and then it hit back on her and stayed in bounds, and now the Wildcats have a throw-in opportunity. That's a quick throw in there from Kruger. Like I said, the Wildcats wasting no time. Now Stevens is going to dribble this one around. She sends it back. Stevens going to have it yet again, moves it back, and now I think I might have called it. They're going to play that, you know, that back three game where you just kind of pass the ball around between the back three.
I mean, they have the score for it. I mean, if they decide to play that game, I mean, milk the clock, you know?
No shame in that, honestly. You want to try to milk the clock a little bit. Throw in coming here yet again. Move the ball up. Adam has this one, sends it to McCown. McCown trying to get around Sanderson. She's going to send it back to Sanderson. Sanderson with a great ball upfield. Moves the ball upfield yet again. That one's going to be taken by Turner. Turner's going to move back towards midfield. Anderson had that one, got knocked away. Forrester still trying to move the ball on their side of the field. It's like what you said, you know, Har's had just a very difficult job today. She's trying to, you know, play a good game while watching the defense, and just this Wildcat offensive attack has just been relenting.
Yeah.
Bowden has this one, sends it to the right side of the box. And a spill there gives the Foresters an opportunity. Good kick upfield towards the midfield. The Wildcats do recover. Adams going to go on a chase. That pass went back to Stevens. Stevens sends it cross field. Patrick gets juked out, if you will. Sent the ball upfield, one-on-one now. Har, good read by Har. They recognized that it wasn't going to go there. And that one goes across the end line. And now the Wildcats have another corner kick opportunity. They're fourth on the day compared to the Foresters' 0. Kick coming here from Kruger. Wildcats lining up on the right side of the box. They're immediately going to move towards the center. Kruger takes this one, sends it towards the end line, and Har's going to be there to... And we're going to see a call here, as it's going to be a goal kick. Not exactly. Did you hear a whistle, or was that just me?
I did. I was kind of confused as well.
Yeah, so I think a lot of girls were too. I think they all like stood up and might have thought there was a error or something, or a foul, but no call as Patrick takes this one, tries to move it upfield, tries to get it around this defense, but just a very difficult task for almost any team trying to get around this defense. Kick back up here. Good ball handling there. That was Stevens on that one. She pushed it back. Now Adam has this one, going to attempt to try to get a goal here. Going to be taken away from her. As Schmidt has this one, kicks it back. That one's going to go over to Kruger again. Kruger has Adam pressuring her. Adam gets that one away. Unfortunately, no Foresters there to take the opportunity. And now we're going to see Stevens have the ball. Back to Adam, to Patrick. Adam has this one yet again. Good ball there. McCown's going to have to chase it down. Going to be moved and just missed past Adam. Adam's going to try to get the ball out there. Not quite there, though. Now we're going to see Brown took that one. And it's back to the Wildcat defense with 20 minutes remaining. Now, Abdul, the question is, what did the Wildcats do? Actually, hold on 1 second. McCown has a one-on-one. McCown's going to take it herself. Going to roll. And another good save.
Wildcats doing a great job, again, controlling this game.
that might have been
pace.
that might have been the Foresters' best offensive opportunity of the day. And what have you seen from the Foresters that you actually liked so far today, Abdul?
I do like the energy to keep going, to keep pushing. What I've seen is they had some great passes in there. The communicating was okay. It's kind of hard to
identify right now.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Adam has this one. It might have actually gone past the end line, and there's going to be a call. Whistle sounds. Official saying something to the Wildcats. It will be a free kick for the Foresters, though. I think one thing that I guess we got to really give the Foresters credit for is their defense. You know, the couple of those goals, they were great reads, good kicks, and you can't fault them for that. I got to give a lot of credit to their defense. They've played this offensive attack that I said from the beginning was going to be incredibly heavy. This is a great defense who's only given up a handful of goals this season to some of the best teams in the entire country.
I agree with you.
And have 5 shutouts. So, Jackie Fernandez. Katie Sell's coming back into this one. Fernandez. And that's something that we're seeing right now. The Wildcats getting a little bit. Fernandez is actually a senior, so hopefully she's trying to get a couple minutes in today. Good throw in there to Patrick to Adam. Perfect read. Jagir has this one. Gets it around the Wildcats. Jagir gets that one tipped away. She takes a little spill. She's doing some breakdancing there. She fell down and got it around, and we're gonna see a call here. The flag comes up, and it will be a throw-in. Patrick's gonna take it herself. Patrick sends this one in to Sanderson. Sanderson gets bumped there, kicked off there. Good header there from the Foresters to keep that one alive. And that one's gonna be sent back to the keeper. And Patrick with another great defensive play on the day. She might be a part of the Foresters. If we were doing a 3 stars of the game, I think I would have to give her one of them for the Foresters.
Easily. She's been a great leader and showed herself this game.
As you can see, just a little bit the bottom of your screen, Forester men getting ready for their match against Bethel. A very good game. We've seen some great soccer out of these two teams last year and especially this year. This is a battle for the top of the Crossroads League, Abdul. And so after this game, if you would like to join us for some more soccer this afternoon, be free to join us after this. The Wildcats struggle this one around for a little bit. Now the other question, Abdul, I guess we got to look at both sides. What have the Wildcats done good today that led them to this point?
I'd say they're attacking their offensive play easily. And their defense all together, I mean, it's a really great chemistry type of team. The Wildcats did a great job they did a great job of controlling the game, manifesting this win.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. That one sails past the end line. It will go back to Voss for a goal kick. But yeah, like you said, they're communicating really well. You hear the chatter from the boom mic just a little bit, but you can hear what they're saying. Like, hey, I have the ball. I have an opportunity here.
Yeah.
They're saying, you take this, you take her, and I think the best, like I said, the best offensive opportunity the Foresters have had was just that really good read on McCown's part to try to get her on the defense. She had a one-on-one. This is a great keeper and stacker. She's only a freshman. She's going to be a knife in the Foresters' back for the next couple years.
Yeah, she will.
Moves the ball up, gets tripped up, no call. The Wildcats back on their feet looking to respond. Jagir has this one. Sends it in. Still moving the ball around here. As this ball still being moved around here. Wildcats attempting to get this one around. And the game of pass is going to commence for about the next 15 minutes, it appears, Abdul. They're going to move this one up. Wildcats still attempting to take it, but they might actually try to charge the box here. Good read there by the Forester defense. That was a great read there from Burdick to recognize the read as Patrick takes this one. She has Adams on the right side, has to turn around though. On the left side, my apologies. Had her on the left side. Decided not to take it. Now Adam has it. Sends it back towards midfield. Up to Jagir. Jagir gets it off to Sanderson immediately, who was wide open.
Again, Forster's playing this low passing ball really well.
And a spill, I believe. That might have been Sanderson. Tried to get her foot on the ball and just fell backwards. Then the Wildcats are back on the attack. Good kick to the right side of the field. Might have a little bit too much power. As it does, sails out of bounds. And now the Foresters have another throw-in opportunity. Throw-in coming here. Long throw-in towards midfield. Couple Wildcats and Foresters getting ready to come in for the last few minutes of the game. Trying to move the ball upfield. Headed around. Good steal there by Jagir. Jagir sends this one up. Back to Patrick. Patrick is going to send it to Adam. Adam has to watch the offside. She's going to have to outrun the Wildcats too. Can't quite get there as the Wildcats send that one back towards the center of the box. And the Foresters still going to try to take the opportunity here. Adam charges it. Great pass there. That was a wonderful pass from Stevens to Kruger. Gets it away from Adam perfectly. Still moving the ball up here.
Nice little ray of sunshine coming out on this cloudy day.
I agree 100%. Hopefully warming the field up a little bit too, getting some of the dry spots, or some of the wet spots, my apologies. That one sails past the end line, and now forces another goal kick opportunity as time's starting to fade away.
I think it's a corner kick, my guy.
Oh, it's a corner kick. I misread it. Thank you very much.
No problem, bro.
It is a corner kick. Wildcats have an opportunity for yet another goal.
And for the Wildcats, number 7,
Hannah Adams coming this game. As is Carter. Burdick and McCown come back into this one. 12 minutes remaining now. Good kick here, low ball. We moved around, and the Foresters, another great clear. Good job by those Foresters who were in the net waiting for that one, and they were able to clear it just the right second. Now throw-in coming here. This throw-in comes from Streeter, my apologies. Sends that one in, moving the ball around. Turner has it. Got to send it into the box. Going to be crossed. And the Forest is another great clear. And Har's going to take, or Voss, my apologies, is going to take this one, snatch out of the air. It slipped through her hands about once, but the second time she got it. Force is moving the ball up here, looking to grab any sort of a last gasp. Now, looks like McCown has a little bit of speed. She's going to try to get it around. She almost does. So does Adam. Adam gets that one. She had a good tap on it, but could not quite get there. Patrick has this one. She might take the shot. She does, and just a good shot if it was a lot bit more left. It was a good read. It just, I don't know if it caught the wind or just hit her foot wrong, but it just started flying the wrong way. King coming into this one. Not someone you see very often. She's a sophomore midfielder out of San Diego, California.
Wow.
It's always really interesting when you, especially in men, it's a little bit more common in men's soccer. You see people from all around the country, especially in men's soccer, all around the world, if you will.
Yeah.
But so, when you see, especially in the Crossroads League, when you see someone from California, or that's a good recruiting, right? That's all I gotta say. It's expanding your reach. But Riley Voss is actually out of Hunt, New York, so a little bit of a battle, countrywide battle. That's what I love at the Crossroads League. There's a lot of opportunity here. Move the ball around. Good, another great read there from the Foresters. That was a good defensive stand there by Krylock. That's a few more substitutions come in now for the Foresters. As it appears that Burdick will take a seat. Kenzie Miller comes into this one. And Katie Sell comes into this one as well. Speaking of World Traveler, Sell out of Georgetown, Canada. But I feel somewhere deep down, maybe Carly King is missing San Diego just a little bit right now.
I know I would be.
Nothing better than those Southern California winters. I imagine there was probably about a fall practice at one point. She was like, it's cold down. One of her teammates is about 65. She might have had to redefine her definition of cold as McCowan takes a beautiful ball there from cross field, sends it up here, and another good read there for the Foresters, just taken away by this Wildcat attack. Get a call there. That's going to be a foul on Schmidt. Schmidt kind of disagreeing. She did grab her arm. She dragged her a little bit. I couldn't tell if it was just because she was making a play on the ball, as McCowan takes this one, and another easy save there for Stacker. A little bit of an easier save there. She's had a couple. She hasn't had to work too hard yet. I think she might have to buy her defense some ice cream or something when they get back to Marion, heading down I-9. Throw in coming now. Forrest are still trying to keep the tempo up a little bit. As Krylock's going to take this one. Couple substitutions now.
And for the Foresters, number 12, Reagan Sanderson.
Sanderson coming back into this one. She's played quite well. Patrick has this one. Tries to send it to McCown. McCown sends this one into Sanderson. My apologies, that's actually Sell. Sell has this one. Taps it to Adam. Adam's going to take it. She's going to have to. The Foresters are doing a good job taking their shots. McCown takes this one, and another save there from Stacker. Now, this is what the Foresters, I think they have about one or two more games left off the top of my head. But if they want to get a couple more wins out of this season, they're going to have to start playing like that for the entire 90-minute span. Attacking the box, taking the shots, no matter how risky they may seem sometimes.
Yeah, you're not lying there, mate.
They've collected a hand. They came into the second half with only 2 or 3 shots on goal. So the fact that they've taken about 2 or 3 in the last couple minutes is improvement. But this is a 90-minute game. Kicked up here. Good read. Three gray jerseys are right there though immediately. Not a lot of time. Bethel men's soccer looks like they're making their way to the practice field now.
And for the Wildcats, number 15, Shay Mulheron, and number 25, Kylie Amen.
Shay Mulheron coming into this one. Has a rare goal kick for Stacker now coming. She sends this one way out there towards midfield. Mulheron has this one. It's going to be intercepted by the Foresters. Now Patrick has this one. Good read there. Good ball handling from her. Moves it up. McCown over to Sell. Sell's going to take a shot here. And that's a goal! It's a goal for the Foresters!
And that's you're right, Carson. if they had that same energy with 90 minutes of the game, I mean, we could be looking at a completely different game. But that was a great score there by
It was a
Katie
great score, and definitely the Foresters are incredibly happy about that one. It was a great shot there and a good read there. And the that's another thing. The Wildcats, they're up 2 with 5:07 remaining. They're still conferencing. They're still acting like they're down right now, and that's just what great teams do.
Yeah, you're not lying. It's never over till the final whistle, eh?
Yeah, so that's a good read there, but good job by and we mentioned it. You know, the Foresters definitely wanting that last goal, and Katie Sell on senior day gets a goal.
Again, now we're going to play this game of high ball again.
And the Wildcats, you know, it's been done before. We don't want to sit here and say that we've never seen a 2-goal comeback in 5 minutes. I would never count them out. Sanderson might have got chipped there a little bit. And I think sometimes you have to take the victories where they come. And I think avoiding the shutout, the Wildcats have already collected 5 on the season. You've avoided giving them another one. You got that goal. You got to celebrate with your team on what could potentially be your last time for some of these girls playing on this field. I think that goal is just an overall spirit booster for the entire team.
Yeah, you're not lying. I mean, I definitely do see them if they have the opportunities to come back, but I mean, it's going to obviously take time. They have to play with a higher determination that they have.
And like I said, this Forester team is relatively young, handful of juniors and seniors, but a lot of sophomores and freshmen. So when this talent starts to be developed,
you're right. We'll be looking at a completely different squad.
I agree, and that's going to be exciting to see for fans all across Huntington. And that one sailed out of bounds for about a half second. The Wildcats picked it up. They're like I said, they're really not trying to have a miracle comeback from the Foresters.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
I agree with you, but
play it safe.
It's really interesting. They did pick the ball up super fast. I think in that situation you want to hold it for a second, maybe let it sail just a little bit more and take some seconds away from the Foresters. But they picked it up and they kept going. They might want to try to get a 3-goal lead. I'm not exactly sure what's going on in their mind right now. Moving the ball back here. Good kick into the box. Foresters are going to have to advance the ball upfield here in a hurry. Sell has this one. Being moved around here. Adam has this one. Jagier got stiff-armed there by Schmidt. Schmidt had a good read on it. That one's going to sail past the end line, and that'll be a goal kick. Yep. I think a couple Wildcats were asking for a corner. Doesn't look like they're going to get it. I think the Foresters have any hope at all to try to come back into this one. They're going to have to move the ball up here fast and get a goal quickly. But the 2-minute warning now coming. Sends this one way up there.
Wildcats might have an opportunity to attack here if they're not careful.
They do. They send this one in.
The shot.
Good read there. Near the end line, Forester defense stops it before it can even get to Voss. They're going to sail this one in. Wow, what a kick there, but just a little too high.
Great energy and great power behind that kick. That was beautiful.
.120 remaining. Forester still attempting. Get this one moved around. Long kick there. Moves it cross field. With 1 minute remaining, Wildcats still on the attack. Forester's going to clear this one. 45 seconds remaining. Wildcat throw-in coming now. Wildcats still not pausing with a 2-goal lead with 40 seconds. They have been trained just to not let their foot off the gas, and that's exactly what's happened here. That one goes past the end line. Another goal kick, and it seems like the Foresters might just let this last 30 seconds tick down. But a great effort by the Foresters today. You know, that defense was really good, and I mentioned this was going to be a tough one. You know, this is the second best team in a very competitive Crossroads league. In a great offense and defense, they were able to get a goal on them. With 10 seconds remaining, the Foresters are just letting this one dribble out. And they take the free kick, their goal kick, just to let it tick down. And the ball just bounces there as the Wildcats claim victory in the Forest. 3-1 is the final here. So a great job by both teams and a great game on Senior Day.
Did a great job there by the girls. I mean, both teams, you know, came out, played an excellent game. Foresters had some great defense, but of course, it was no match for the Wildcat offensive play and defensive play. Congratulations to the Wildcats and congratulations to the Foresters.
100%. We hope you all enjoyed the broadcast today, and congratulations to all the senior girls. You know, this isn't the way you want to leave King Track and Field Stadium for the last time, but, you know, 4 years here and had to be hopefully the time of your life. So, once again, like I said, we got some men's soccer action coming up after this. We hope you join us for that. But for now, Carson Watkins and Abdul, HU Women's Soccer on FDN Sports.